Hey everybody, Black and Ninja 797 here, and in today's video, this is going to be another old school commentary for you guys. And today's commentary, what I wanted to talk about is something that I saw on my Twitter earlier. This is a article that was shared by an account that I follow on my Twitter called Overwatch TXT. This is an account that shares a lot of memes regarding Overwatch. I don't necessarily follow it for the news that it sometimes shares. It shares memes and then occasionally news, but I mostly follow it for the memes. The news that I get for Overwatch usually comes from Nicole's YouTube channel, which is a YouTuber that shares a lot of Overwatch news. So if you guys want to find out about what's coming out in Overwatch, you guys can check out his channel if you guys like. I think that he's a pretty cool YouTuber. And when it comes to this article that this Overwatch TXT Twitter account shared, it was basically regarding something that I never thought I would actually hear in terms of Overwatch. We all know that Overwatch is a game where there's a variety of heroes, and you have the abilities, the ultimates, the cool maps. You have pretty much everything that makes Overwatch Overwatch. But what the article was talking about is something that I never thought I would think of for Overwatch, and it's the possibility about a hero being removed from the game. Now that's a very, very drastic change if they're going to make that change. If they remove a whole entire character from the game, that would completely change the flow and the way that we perceive Overwatch. Overwatch is something that I would never really expect somebody to remove a hero completely. Sure, maybe you might nerf a hero, and you might nerf them very severely, but removing a hero like altogether, that just doesn't make any sense to me. Now, the article that I ended up seeing in my Twitter feed, I didn't necessarily click on it because the account that I follow, whenever I tried clicking on the links in the past, they either didn't work or they were kind of sketchy. I don't really care for the articles anyways in the first place, so that's one of the reasons why I didn't check it out, other than possibly glitching out on me or being sketchy. So I wouldn't necessarily encourage you guys to click on the link. I mostly just want to talk about the idea of a hero being removed, not necessarily what the article was actually providing. I'm not saying it's a fact or anything that, yes, there's a hero going to be removed from the game, even though that's what the article was saying. But I want to just talk about the idea for a second here. Let's talk about the possibility of removing a hero from Overwatch, just one. Now, if Overwatch were to remove one hero from the game, in my opinion, that would change the game not only in terms of the flow of the meta, but it would also change the idea of how we perceive a need for a character rebalance. Like, instead of a character being nerfed, they might just remove them altogether. Like, this might be a problem where when somebody gets annoyed at a certain character and they don't like the character for their abilities or their ultimates or whatever, and there's a big enough outcry, that character might just be removed instead of nerfed. And the problem with that is that if you remove a character just because they're annoying to you or because they're OP, that doesn't really resolve anything. That's just avoiding the problem to begin with, in my opinion. I would love to see multiple things be fixed with Overwatch, don't get me wrong. In fact, I would love sometimes, to see a character just be completely out of the game. But removing them altogether in a serious way, I really don't think that's necessary. Sure, there's a lot of characters that are broken in the game, and they definitely deserve a nerf, but I don't think they need to be removed, because if we were to remove the characters, it would set the balance of the game off dramatically, and it would make it where people would just be like, oh, this character's OP, just remove them. Oh, I hate this character, he's annoying, remove him. I hate this character, and I don't like dying by it, so therefore remove it. It wouldn't even be a nerfing and buffing meta. It would be a buff and then remove meta. I don't want to see the characters getting removed from the game just because somebody gets salty about it. I would love for Junkrat to not be in my lobby, or I would I would not want to see Brigitte in my lobby, or I would not want to see a Hanzo on my team, or I would not want to see a Torb on attack on my team. But I don't want them to remove the characters altogether. That just doesn't make any sense. So, just theoretically, I want to hear what you guys have to say. Let me know if there's a character that you think should be removed, and if they were to get removed, what do you think it would do to the game? Because there's a lot of characters that I can think of that come to mind that people don't like, and I just have my own opinions about them. So if I were to remove a character for me personally, it would have to be probably one of the DPSs. I think that the DPSs are way, way too saturated. I think that there's way too many of them. I think that people use DPS way too much. And there's a lot more annoying DPSs than there is tanks and supports. I think that DPSs could use a rework. If I had to pick something, maybe Junkrat would be an example. But the thing is with the DPSs is that that's just naturally people's play styles. I know that this is a first-person shooter, not a first-person healer, but if I had to pick something, I'd probably remove a DPS. Let me know what you guys would, remove. Would you remove like a support, a tank, DPS, or like how many characters would you remove if you could? But let's just try to stick to one. If you could remove just one character, who would it be and why? Tell me in the comments down below, because the idea of this is really making me interested. And if we do have a character get removed later on, I don't know how that's necessarily going to affect the game, but I feel like that would be more worse off for the game than better. That's just my opinion. Anyways, guys, this is going to be today's video. I hope you guys ended up enjoying. If you guys liked today's video and you want to see some more of this in the future, I would really appreciate if you could drop a thumbs up on the video and subscribe to the channel if you were new around here, because that's really appreciated. And I'll let you guys know when I'm uploading another video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.